Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I've got for you Stardust Coffee. Stardust Coffee will hit Kickstarter on June 21st, 2022. Stardust Coffee is a game in which we'll be moving our spaceships around the board using dice to choose actions, collect different resources like coffee beans and milk and ice cubes to make different kinds of coffees. In this game, we will have 2 spaceships to start with, and we're getting a 3rd spaceship when we complete our first coffee. On our turn, we're choosing a die and we're moving around the board with said die to do either a color action or a number action, collecting different resources and then turning them into coffee. Doing all this, we need to be also avoiding the pirates who are robbing us of our resources and trying to catch us and basically make it all harder for us to collect the resources and make said coffees. At the end of the game, at the end of the 10 rounds, the person with the most points wins, and we get the points by making and delivering coffees, and also sometimes there are little point tokens scattered around the board, and collecting them also allows us to get more points at the end of the game. Now this is a prototype you're looking at, and even though it's a prototype, it looks really well. I love the little tokens, the shiny star tokens, the coffee bean tokens, the milk and the water, everything is really nicely done. I like the ships, the fact that they correspond to the ships on our player boards. It's all really nicely done when it comes to this prototype, and I really like the art on the coffee cards. It really makes you want to drink coffee. Now when it comes to the gameplay, it's really simple. We'll be moving our ships, collecting resources and then turning those resources into coffee. There's also special resources we get from different planets depending on what actions we choose, and we basically want to get the most points by the end of the game. There isn't any player interaction in this game rather than blocking spaces. Therefore, there are the pirates who are chasing us and robbing us of their resources, making it a little bit harder to complete our coffees. But other than that, it's a really solitary experience where you're moving around and getting the resources, looking at your own board and trying to do everything just to score the most points. The game doesn't do anything new mechanically. It's a very simple mechanism of rolling the dice, choosing the actions, collecting the resources. However, there is quite a lot of rules in this game, and there isn't a player aid, which I think it will be beneficial to be in this game because there is quite a lot of things like small rules and also the pirates and everything that makes it a little bit too complicated for what it is. So I'd rather this game be a little bit more simplified or have the player aid to be more accessible when it comes to the little rules. When it comes to the theme, I like the fact that there is coffee. Me as a coffee lover and a former barista, I know what I'm talking about when it comes to coffee. However, the space theme pasted into this game doesn't really do anything to me. I don't know why it's in space, and it could be anything else. It could be going around the world and going to different countries to collect different resources. Maybe that'll make a little bit more sense. Not everything is better with a space theme pasted on it. So that for me, this is a bit of a con here. Like I thought maybe it's going to be a little bit more thematic. Maybe there will be some sort of relation between coffee and space, and then here even explaining the situation in the rulebook doesn't really do it for me, so that space theme is not really here nor there. Now I'm always trying to find the audience for a game, and always trying to figure out who would enjoy this game more than I did. So it's a game probably for beginners, for people who are just getting into board games and who don't know many games yet. For people who like pretty games, and obviously for people who like the coffee themed games, it's something they can try. So if you're one of those people, head to Kickstarter on June 21st to back it. For me, it's a cute looking simple game with overly complicated rules and pasted space theme that doesn't really work. See you next time.